Welcome back
to another episode
of Sarcastically Serious.
I'm James.
And I'm Sean.
And this is episode
15.
15-ish.
Ish.
Yeah, close enough.
Yeah.
Anyways.
What's up, guys?
Sunday morning.
Hey, fellas.
Beautiful Sunday.
And ladies.
Yeah, lady, probably.
Lady, yeah. Our wives listen. So
yeah.
That's two. That's plural.
She does.
She does?
Yeah.
You're stupid. Oh,
she does.
That's my baby mama, not my wife.
Yeah. So I got called out. It's like, so you're a cheater, huh?
Damn.
And I was like, hell yeah, I am.
You were like, we need to rethink this podcast thing.
I was like, I said, you've known this. I said, we talked about it.
She was like, no, I didn't.
Yeah. I was like, it was many moons ago we spoke about this. I said, I used to fool around. Not intentionally. It was just, something fell in my lap,
right?
It just,
yeah.
I followed through. I said, I'm not going to pass up a good opportunity.
Yeah.
She knows this. I still do that, but just not with
not with
other
girls.
women.
Not
I do
with
it
girls.
with
It's with dudes now.
It's usually with shit I'm into. Like, I don't pass up good deals. Like, for instance, if I see a motor I want,
a hooker's holding up a sign.
Yeah.
Buy one blowjob, get one free.
Get one half off. $500 blowjobs.
Yeah.
And but no, I wasn't at McDonald's, but
those were expensive. I'll never buy another one of those again.
That Big Mac sauce. But no, if I come across a deal, something I'm into. Yeah, if I come across your face, I'll end up jumping on the deal, even if I don't need it or want it.
Just like he jumps on his dick, even though
jump on it.
I'll quit fucking when you go ahead.
Guess coffee's kicking in.
Yeah.
But no, if I come across something I like, usually nothing
my penis
extremely expensive. Like, for instance, the last thing I bought that I didn't need or have a use for currently is LS motor pistons, Ford's motor pistons. Come across the deal on Marketplace. They're like $300. They're like $700 new. They were brand new. They're just returned from Summit. And I scooped them up, and they're sitting on a shelf.
Cool. I was like, Tahoe.
Yeah, I was like, one day I might use them. Worst case scenario, I'll sell them in a year or two and recoup my money, maybe a couple extra dollars.
You were going to say a couple hundred and reframed.
Yeah. Because I've tried.
Can't hide money.
I've tried to sell shit left and right, which I have. Off-road buggy stuff that we've talked about in the past.
Yeah.
I've sold most of the big items, chassis left. I've had plenty of interest, and people are like, yeah, let's meet up this weekend, and they fall through.
Yeah.
That's Marketplace for you.
Yeah.
Bunch of people, time wasters.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
And I'm guilty of it, too. I've done it a handful of times with people. Something I'm interested in, and I'm like, no, it's not that good of a deal. I'm not getting it for free, so.
I'm still having to pay for it.
Yeah, I was like, that's $1 more than I'm willing to spend.
So you're a cheater and you stand people up.
Yeah.
God.
I'm a quality individual.
Work of art.
Yeah.
Speaking of art.
So, well, I'm gonna blame Sean on this one because he was.
I knew
he was so adamant about using this general guy, and I'll let Sean open it up and how it got started.
I wasn't adamant about using this general guy, but he had good artwork on his screen. on his page. So I was like, check this dude out. So long story short, a friend of mine tagged me in
a
generic post of post your business name here and I can show you some artwork kind of deal. And a buddy of mine tagged me in like Sean's Gay Funhouse or something. He wrote something like that. So then I wrote like Andy's backdoor fucking barnyard, and buddy, and the page owner sent me a message and was like, hey, is that really the business name? And I was like, no, that's me and a friend of mine
said, yeah, it is.
Talking shit. And we're just, playful banter on your page. Sorry, bud. And he was like, well, do you have a bit? I was like, actually, you know what? I do. You were talking about, whatever for your new business. And I was like, yeah, whatever. It's this. I sent a link to your page, your business page. And I sent him those two ideas you sent me. And I said, he's looking for something like, oh, yeah, I can do that. Super easy, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, all right. And he was like, what colors would you like to incorporate? And I was like, well, hold on. before we go any further, this is not my page. This is my brother's. Let me put him in contact with you. So I sent you a message, and the next day, buddy was like, "Is your brother, you know,
Gay.
gay? And if so, is he gonna send me a message?" And I was like, "Yeah, let me hit him up." So then the next day or two, I think I told you, I was like, "You hit that dude up yet?" And you were like, "No, not yet. I've seen this other page, whatever, blah blah blah." And I was like, "All right." Well, then you hit him up.
Yeah. So Fiverr's a good platform to get this kind of stuff done.
Uh huh.
Freelance is kind of a
What
third party.
what is that again?
Fiverr,
Five.
Fiverr, I believe, or Fiverr. Either way,
Okay.
it's a cool app. I've actually thought about reaching out to them for the podcast on getting intro music made, but I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
But anyways, it's a great platform for you hooking you up or being a seller also for services of digital media, kind of a wide array of stuff.
Right.
Websites, a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
So it's a cool platform. Anyways, I was doing research on there, and I was like, all right, let me go back to this original guy. Maybe he's cheaper.
Yeah.
And me being a cheapskate. And I went back to him, talked to him, told him exactly what I'm wanting, sent him some general Google images that I was like, I like this one, this portion of this one, colors, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
He said, okay, what business do you have? And I lined out, was it three?
Yeah. Three of
Three
them.
businesses. And I sent him all the names, exactly how they're spelled, blah, 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 so he can't fuck up. And he said, cool. And my biggest pet peeve about him, besides what we're about to go over in the last 24 hours with him, was I'm guessing he is not American.
I told you he's a fucking dothead.
Yeah, Sean's, and more than likely he is. And the reason why is he uses bro in the 100 emoji while he's messaging me the entire time. Like every message is like 100.
That's
Got me, bro, 100.
That's what a lot of Indians from India do, and just yeah, I've talked with several online before, and they're like, "Yeah, bro, 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 yeah, bro, yeah, bro, hey, bro, you got me, bro," and the 100 shit. So I told you that whenever you called me that night,
Right.
and was like, "I'm getting frustrated," and I was like, you started to read the messages to me. I was like, bro, he's Indian.
Bruh, he's not here with us, bro.
No, not brah, bro, BRO.
Bro. Hey, bro. I got your message, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, I'll get you a cool logo, bro. 100 emoji, question mark emoji, heart sign emoji. Send me Cash App emoji.
Bro.
Send me PayPal, bro. Heart emoji on 100. That's
Bro.
pretty much how his messages come across. So he said, yeah, I take these payment forms. I said, okay, I can do PayPal. He said, okay, make sure you send friends and family. I said, no, I'm not going to get scammed. There's too many scammers out there, especially this logo shit. I was going to do goods and services on PayPal.
And
I
you-
said, I'll cover the cost of
Right.
the fee, which is like 3%.
Right.
No big deal. And he said, $100 a pop, this and that. Okay, that's fair. Sent him the money. And I told him I was going to send him friends and goods and services.
Yep.
Send him the money. He said, "Bro, I told you to send blah blah blah." And he's very direct and like he doesn't have the notion of customer service oriented.
Right.
And I'll tell you why here in a second. And I'll try to make this short and sweet. So he ended up, I sent him $50. He bitched about it. 24 hours later, he sends me a message and sends me a first draft. And I said, more or less, it looks like shit. I don't like it. Like it was like some generic shit me you can make on Word or Paint on
Yeah.
our computers. Like it was very simple. And he's like, okay, bro, I got another one. Hold on. And he sends me another one. I said, okay, that one's a little better. And I sent that to you. And it looks a lot better. And
That was the first one you sent me.
the first one I sent you was a round one. And then he sent the
Whatever.
the other structured one. Either way. And I was like, yeah, that works. And then he goes on this rant a couple hours later. And I'm going to try to read it verbatim. Let me find it. So he ends up sending me. I'll tell you what my primary business is. It's called Larry's Right Hand Drive Conversions, and what we specialize is postal conversions for vehicles. And I think we may have gone over that once before. But either way,
We have
um,
not.
and he sends me over everything. He sends me the examples, and then he sends me a message that please kindly provide me this infos. Do need them to access my funds, bro. And it's a screenshot of PayPal, and it's showing show receipt of goods provided or services provided, blah blah blah. And at the bottom it says finish setting up your account, like 2 out of 5 steps completed.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. And
That's why he needed friends and family.
yeah. And I said, what info? And he goes back and he complains about me sending it not as friends and family. Long story short, he said, warned you, bro. Now I got to face this, and I told you not to send via goods and services. Face palm to the face. Or, yeah, face palm. No. Hand palm to face. Whatever. You know what I mean. And he's complaining at this point, saying I started a dispute with PayPal. And I was like, no, I didn't. And I said, I have no reason to. I said, you already sent me a first draft and a second draft, and we're still going back and forth. I said, what do I have a reason for? And he's bitching at me and about this whole situation. And I was like, dude, I said, I didn't do anything. And we go back and forth a few times, and I said, I don't know what to do. I said, reach out to PayPal. I said, I use PayPal on a regular for goods and services and friends and family. I never have an issue. I said, it's on your end. And he didn't like that. So I was like, I don't give a fuck. I said, if I'm out $50, so be it. I don't have time to deal with this guy fucking telling me I fucked up his business. And then he's like, all right, do you mind paying me the rest in Cash App? I said, that's fine. I said, I did the first part, the first go around to make sure that I was protected by PayPal's securities or whatever you want to call it, guarantees. And then I tried to send it to Cash App. Send $50 Cash App. Like 5 seconds after I do it, I get a notification on my phone. Your $50 will be refunded in 3 days for your security. Yeah, that's what they sent me. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And I took a screenshot, sent it to him. I said, there's something going on with your Cash App too, which I believe Cash App is owned by PayPal.
Yeah.
I believe it is. I'm not 100% sure. And he's like, no. He's like, you have to add cash to your account. And I was like, no, I shouldn't. I said, my bank's linked to my Cash App account.
Yeah.
But either way, I was like, maybe that was it. So I added cash. Did it again. Sent $50 again. Same thing. Failed. For your protection. Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, what the fuck? Now I'm out $100 till Wednesday. Not a big deal. But the fact is, I'm out $100. So I'm out $150 at this point. And I haven't got shit. And I sent him a screenshot. He said, I don't understand. He starts going on. He's like, I don't understand what happened, blah, blah, blah. I said, I don't know what to tell you, dude. I said, I'm out $100, so you're not going to get a payment until after Wednesday, and then we'll have to figure it out from there. I said, obviously, your accounts are messed up in some sort of way.
Yeah.
I'm sure it may be a PayPal owning Cash App kind of deal where they're
look that up real quick. See if that's
I believe it is. I remember hearing that.
Just so we're not spreading
False
misinformation.
information.
Here on our podcast. Oh, it's recording.
Is Cash App owned by PayPal? Oh, they own Venmo.
Who owns Cash App?
Okay, stocks of payments, services like PayPal, which own Venmo, and Block, which owns Cash App. So Block owns Cash App, and Block is owned by PayPal. So yeah, ultimately.
Yeah.
So whatever safety protocols they have in the system, they're all
whatever
linked
got flagged in
on
PayPal has
all
flagged
over.
his accounts for any other. So it sounds like Cash App, Venmo, all of them would get flagged.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, yeah, you're not gonna get payment
Fuck
until
this.
then. And he was kind of irritated about it. But and this guy is Johnny on the spot with replies. And Sean mentioned it too. I'm like, he is. I said his thumb must have like carpal tunnel at this point because he is a fucking 1,000 minutes a minute.
He would please any woman alive.
Yeah, he would. I got that spot, girl. But no, it was just so stupid, and it's just it's annoying. I was like, I should have went to Fiverr. Fuck Sean, this is his fault. But that's my first stupid story of the day.
That's awesome. I'm glad you got to go through that,
Yeah,
and
it
not
was
me.
so annoying, and I was not impressed with the first logo. I'm like, if this is his example of, because he like talked it up, like I'm gonna give you a dope logo kind of deal.
Yeah,
and I was like, that's cool.
Yeah, you're gonna enjoy it, bro.
And what was icing on the cake was I wrote out a list of business names, exactly how they need to read, and what phone numbers are associated with what.
Bangintheass.com.
Yeah, and I sent him a logo of one I want the tractor business to look like, because that was the one I was more adamant about. And he just went down the list I sent him, and then he sent me that first draft, and I was like, yeah, that's not the one I wanted, but that's fine, whatever. He restarted on it. Let's continue with it.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, this isn't cool. And then he's like, can you go ahead and send me the deposits for the other two logos? I was like, no. I said, we're going to take care of this one first, and then we'll talk about moving forward.
Yeah.
So after this one's done, I'm fucking done with this guy.
Yeah,
He's annoying as shit.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to go through Fiverr. I found a lady I'm speaking with. She's from, I think the business is based out of Pakistan.
Yeah.
But her examples and her reviews on there are, great.
And
it's $70.
Yeah.
It's $70. I get 3 or 4
revisions.
proofs.
Okay.
No, unlimited revisions, but proofs. So I guess she does 4 different designs.
She'll do 4 different. Say here, do you like A, B, C, or D?
And then you start making changes from there.
Right on.
And I was like, okay, so it was cheaper on Fiverr, and I'm just giving this guy $100 for my effort.
Yeah, fuck this dude.
For all my headaches.
Yeah.
And it's just it's been a pain in the ass, but it's all right.
So, other than that,
we're making our rounds. It's early in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
It's 8:52, March 5th on a Sunday.
Yay!
Bunch of good news. Sean got a promotion.
Yeah.
I'm super happy for you.
Yeah. Now I'm the meat manager.
Yes, sir.
Oh, we got the meats. Oh wait, that's Arby's. Yeah. But
you gotta say like Vin Rain. Is it Vin Rains? Big black guy that does the voice.
Yeah, I don't know. We got the meats. We have the meats. So.
And Ethan Hawke rolls in.
Where? So yeah, so my schedule's getting all kind of fucked up. It's crazy for the next few weeks, and it's stupid. So that, and Mom wants me to play Bob the Builder at her house. My dad wants me to play Bob the Builder at his house. I'm still trying to play Bob the Builder in my house. It's just...
My house is right behind, or in front of it,
yeah,
I should say.
I was going to say, yours is top priority, of course.
Of course.
Yeah, it's just, my schedule's about to be chaotic as can be. And, it is what it is. Good times, but it's a good jump in pay, too. I mean... did I tell you?
Hmm?
Yeah, okay. So yeah, that'll definitely help with all my...
So Sean's at $15 an hour now?
Yes, I am. Score.
Yes.
And
you don't have to buy knockoff dip. You can buy name brand.
Yeah, exactly. I can get rid
Little
of...
things that make a difference in life.
Get rid of the Ocean Bay.
Vagina Slims.
Yeah.
Pouches.
Yeah, but... yeah, so that's cool. That's new. Steadily trying to work on Tahoe still. That was a fucking joke yesterday. I don't know if any of you have ever tried to do vinyl wrap, or not vinyl. Yeah, I guess car wrap shit. It's a pain in the fucking ass.
YouTube makes it easy.
Yeah, it does.
Just do this, heat it, stretch it, and you're done.
Well, so the stretching portion, if you stretch it too much, it discolors it in the stretch marks. So you see that. So I realized that. And then trying to get around intricate corners on the side of the mirror. That was a pain in the ass. So that was good content for TikTok.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. And then, so I gave up on that. Tried to replace the fold-in screws for the mirrors. Once I got all the way down to the motor, took the motor off. Thing's about this fucking big. I don't know, matchbox car size, but 2 of them stacked up together. then it's like you got to take that apart and it's 30 something intricate pieces. I was like, nope, this ain't fucking happening. I'll just fold them bitches in manually. Like I'm done.
No, you just hit the stop signs when you pass them.
Yeah.
They'll fold them in.
And then
Auto fold.
and then I looked it up just to replace the whole shebang. It's like 100, not $200
But you
each.
got that raised. You're good.
Yeah.
Shit, order a new car.
I'm cheap.
Order a
Dude,
new
I'm
car.
cheap. So I was like, nope, fuck that.
To
Folding
get
these
you a,
bitches
to get
in.
you a string on the end of it.
Then we
So
had
you
our
just grab it and pull it in.
yeah. Then we had our family dinner last night and got done with that. And Cameron's like, hey, you help me wire up my tack lights on my truck? Sure. So I got back there and looked at the rat's nest and I was like, I can't work around this. So I started cutting wires. I was just cutting, dropping. He's like, are you sure we don't need any of that? Shut up, kid. Just kept going. And then he started taking videos. He's like, man, this looks so clean. I was like, fuck
So
you
simple.
expect? Yeah. But he was like, did you ever want to go to school for this? I was like, I don't know about school. He goes, well, a business? Did you? I said, yeah, I wanted to wire vehicles, like aftermarket accessories. That's what I wanted to do originally when I was a kid. Late teenager.
Put some what were they called? A stupid neon shit underneath the car.
Oh, Underglow.
I know, but what was the name brand? The big one?
Street Glow.
Street Glow. Yeah, that was a big name brand.
I did that a lot, man.
Yeah. That was cool when we were fucking younger.
Well, now it's LEDs, same shit.
Yeah, but now it's stupid shit like the rings around brake calipers or
Oh,
rotors.
they started doing that then. It just wasn't as popular.
Right.
Yeah. So.
I can't stand that shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, look at me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess, as we get older, we fucking push that dumb shit to the side.
Well, when I was
I still have respect for some of that stuff, but ultimately, it's
when I
like
was
it's
a
too
mini
much.
truck and you did brake dust covers, and that went behind your calipers, right? So it kept the brake dust
Right.
from.
Get on the
But
wheels.
it also gave a clean look, right? And then people started wrapping those with the neon. They'd have a neon ring.
I never seen them until.
Really?
I'll take that back. I think I've seen them on videos and stuff or magazines back in the day, but nothing like it is today.
It was high dollar back then.
Yeah, it was like
Now you get
$1,000
LEDs cheap as fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Nope, he went out of business because of Amazon.
no shit. So and he went to Cars and Coffee this morning. So it's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was like, "You want to go?" I was like, "Man, I'm so fucking busy, dude." Like, went to my dad's this morning, put some plywood in a garage for him, and then talked to him. That motherfucker got a badass award, and he's like top end supervisor, or whatever, at the place he works.
Mm-hmm.
Same place my Connor works, and so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, but too bad it's a direct competitor, Ingalls.
Yeah, not at all, but yeah, so that's pretty cool, and I'm excited for him. And the whole point of this was me and my dad just started talking again. And I know this is a touchy subject for a lot of people, but family is, man, it's something to hold on to. It really is, even if you have some fucking toxic shit. I mean, that I can see, but if it's not toxic, if it's just button heads, if it's just simple, stupid things, you gotta try and overlook that shit because it only lasts so long. Toxicity, that's a different story. I've got some family members that are toxic, and I don't have time for that drama. I don't at all.
That's the reason I don't have many friends anymore.
Well, same.
Yeah.
Right.
I was like, I don't have time for this shit.
Right. And we see eye to eye on that. 100%.
Once again,
Let me sit up in my chair so we do see eye to eye whenever I say that. Yeah, that's better. Thank you for getting down on my level. But, you wanted to kind of touch on that a few weeks ago, and I thought that was a great topic. And, yeah, so Friends and family, man. I mean,
Don't send friends and family.
don't send friends and family, but
Don't ever.
friends and family hold near and dear. I mean, and if you just have, if it's dumb shit, if it's, alpha males button heads, whatever. I mean, and you can overlook that shit. I mean, pride is one sinful, but two, it's something to not let get in the way. And we just had a miscommunication. That's why we didn't talk for 3 years. I thought one thing, he thought another, so we just quit talking, and 3 years went by. And then we reached back out to each other, and you know, we're in a good place. And I've thought about it, and it's just like, man, there's so many people. I'm sure it's probably going through the same exact shit. But
Different scenarios for everybody, though.
I emphasize though on toxicity. Just fuck it, it ain't worth it. You know what I mean? You can reach out. You can say I love you. It is what it is, and move on. I mean, and it just, I don't know. It's one of those things, man. It's like so touchy, so touchy. But if I can give you any advice, and if you're feeling any type of way, I would say definitely reach out. But if you're not, or if it's too chaotic, drama, toxic, fuck it. It ain't worth it. Just keep doing you.
I agree.
But but yeah, man. So oh, and he told me they've had Starlink for about 2 years
At their place.
at their place,
Cool.
and he showed me his download speed. It was like fucking 700 something,
Holy
off the
fuck.
chain,
Wow.
off the chain. And they got
I
it.
get porn for days.
Yeah,
It's instant.
yeah, and they got it back when it was like $500 startup. I told him it's roughly double that now. It's roughly $1,000. Me and you talked about it in one podcast, and
And that's probably just because
but he said
hardware and shit's gone up.
it used to be $100 a month, and now he said it thinks it's 125. But fuck, I pay
But
more.
for people that don't have any access,
I pay more than that now.
do you?
So, yes,
Just strictly for internet?
Yes.
Because you don't pay for
no,
a cable or anything like
no,
that,
I
right?
don't have
Satellite.
any of that. No, we stream everything. But
But
I
you
pay.
probably have like 40 subscriptions, don't you?
No, but I pay an extra $50 for unlimited data. That's why mine's $140. If it wasn't for that, it'd be $90. But still, even at $90. But I asked him. He said it's unlimited. They don't have a cap. And at that speed, the boys can be both gaming. We can have 3 TVs streaming movies, and all be on our phones at the same time, connected to Wi-Fi, and we wouldn't have an issue.
Did you ever see, and supposedly most of the U.S. continent would have been able to see it, but of course I saw it after the fact because someone posted photos of it when Starlink, when I don't know how long ago this was. I would say roughly 2 weeks ago. When it actually happened, I don't know. This is just when I saw the image where Starlink. Obviously, they have dozens and dozens of satellites, covering the globe, probably mostly the U.S. right now. But they had them all in a row, and it looked like a star rainbow, like across the sky. I don't know if you've seen that photo. You have to look that up. It's kind of cool. But it looked like little stars, and they're just catching reflection off the sun at night. They're just glowing. I thought it was kind of cool.
Well, so we'll post a picture of that here, so those on YouTube.
That was pretty
can
cool.
see.
Yeah.
So
I was like, I think when I look at that stuff, I go deep and I look at the. I was like, what do each one of those cost to put up there, and what each one of those cost to manufacture, what each one of those cost to maintain, and what's the longevity of them? I'm sure it's many, many years. But like that's the stupid little shit that I think about when I see photos like that. I'm like, I don't know what it costs to build one. How long does it take? And that's just the way my brain works. It's stupid.
yeah, I don't give two fucks about any
Yeah, I
of
know.
that.
That's and that rolls into I have a bunch of useless knowledge in my head. Like when me and Missy are riding around and we hear something or something gets brought up in the car
You're
with
like,
the
oh
kids.
yeah, did you know?
Yeah,
She's like, no, I didn't know, motherfucker.
no, she's like, really? And I'm like, yeah, look it up. And it's all general information I have grasped when I was a kid because I used to watch History Channel, Discovery Channel, all that stuff. It just all that dumb shit intrigued me. I was kind of a nerd and a dork in that aspect.
You still are.
I still am, but that little stuff just always interested me, and so I'm full of just stupid, useless knowledge, stuff that will never help me, but it's conversation pieces.
Yeah, no shit. So, this Saturday's Bunko.
Is it?
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah. So,
Missy will remind me.
yeah, Friday night. So put that on your calendar, James.
Okay. Ding, ding, ding. Got it.
Done. Locked in. So, and then next Saturday is Elias's birthday. Y'all coming to that?
Probably. Something Cameron should be doing right now, right?
Oh,
Besides riding around looking at cars.
yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
When I
Clean
went over
your
there,
fucking yard, son.
because when I went over there the other day to get your pick,
Yeah.
um,
That we spent 20 minutes here looking for.
yeah, we were looking for a pick because I needed
Of
it for the
course.
house
And
project.
I was like, oh, it's not here. Where can it be? My son's house. Hey, son, do you have... Yep, I have it.
and I wonder if he noticed, and he'll notice after this podcast. But while I was there,
What'd you do?
first I noticed one. I haven't been over there since he cut all those trees down. He had power company come through, knock a bunch of trees down, laid the wood out in his yard because he sells firewood. Yep. And I was like, God dang! I said it is a mess. I said, but these trees have been down for well over a month. And I'm like, why aren't these like stacked up and like split or something? And I know he works, and I know he works a schedule like you. I said, but if you were able to have time and have two kids, still living, 3 kids technically, but 2 that you have to tend to, you still have time to complete projects, do something like this, and still go to work, and do extra things like ride your motorcycle. Why doesn't he have time to knock out firewood? That makes money. But while I was there, I was like, you know what? I said, I need a flat shovel. Let's see if he's got a flat shovel laying around.
Did you take it?
Yeah, I took that shit.
Because
and it was a nice shovel. It was a fiberglass shovel.
Yeah.
It was like brand new. I was like, he don't use this shit.
did
I said,
I-
I'll take it.
Did I tell you about the flat shovel?
Uh-uh.
That motherfucker, dude. All right, so again, one day I was here at the house doing something in the yard, and I was like, "Where's my flat shovel?" And I'm trying to find it, and I can't find it. So I text my son. I'm like, "Hey, you got my flat shovel?" And he's like, "No, I have mine." And I was like, "Okay, it's wooden handle. Like I bought it whenever you came back from Utah and you lived here until you got on your feet."
So I could shovel your dog shit out of my yard.
So I was like, it's been used twice. It's brand new. No, I don't have it. I have mine. I had to buy my own whenever I moved in here. And I was like, okay. So then he called me to come over for something. I came over for it. What do I see leaned up against his house? My shovel. What's leaned up against his fence? His shovel. So I took a picture of it and sent it to him when I left. I was like, hey, speaking of which, there's my shovel. And he goes, why didn't you grab it? Because I wasn't.
You returned it. You took it. You returned it.
No, yeah, but so anyways, so he did.
So yeah, Cameron, I got your shovel.
He did, and have you noticed? I left it exactly where he left it.
Mm-hmm.
It's right in between my 2 garage doors outside. Yeah, in the front of the house. It's been sitting there for a month now. So every time he comes over, it's right there. I've done it on purpose. Look, there's my flat shovel. I got it back.
Yeah. But no, so I grabbed a shovel. And it was a nice fiberglass shovel. Didn't look like it had been
That's
used.
great.
Yeah. And I was like, this is cool. I said, I'll take this. 'Cause I was going to go to Home Depot. We talked about it. I was going to go to Home Depot, buy me one because I broke my fiberglass one. And I was like, damn, these damn things are $30. Not a big deal.
No, but we're cheap.
Yeah. And I'm like, I'll see if Cameron has one. He don't need it. He doesn't have nothing to do between now and his son's birthday party.
Yeah,
I was like, all right. I took it, threw it in the back of the truck, got home, and I took it out, and I was like, it's a Scott's brand. And I was like, must be expensive. I saw a price tag, and I looked. I was like, $15.99. Where the fuck did he buy this for $15.99? It wasn't like a heavy duty one like the one I replaced.
Right.
But I was like, it's still a nice ass shovel for $15.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll give him $20. He made a profit. Let him go buy a $30 shovel after that.
Oh, it's funny. So yeah, cleaned up his rat's nest, and that was, I don't know. I'm OCD about wires, bad, but it looks good. It's all cleaned up.
Awesome.
Yeah, I still got to redo the trailer harness, but I told him I'd do that later.
Mm-hmm.
So
What was funny was the day you called me to tell me about your promotion.
Yep.
I just got done arguing with my wife and kids in the car. We're on our way to soccer practice.
You're like, get out, everybody.
Yeah.
Pulled up at Walmart. Get the fuck
I
out and
was
drove off.
I was just aggravated. Either way, I didn't want to talk to Sean. Like he was telling me, I was happy for him, but I'm like, I'm not in the mood to talk
You're
right
like,
now.
hey, good for you, fuckhead.
I'm ready to run this fucking car into a tree and to unbuckle at the same time.
Yeah, everybody put your seatbelt on.
I'm
Why are you
taking mine
taking yours off, Daddy?
So I'm done. And Rafa spoke to you 15, 20 minutes later. Jeff calls me. He got his promotion at his job.
Oh, awesome.
Which was super cool. And I was like, that's awesome, man. Because he told me about it. He's developed a contract to dirtiness and germs and all that shit.
Grab that orange. You're like, all my friends are calling me with good news.
Yeah. And he told me that, and I was like, that's awesome. And he was telling me what his company is venturing off into doing, because what he does is the automated or the ride-on floor washing machines you see at Walmart and all this other shit. They go to these big warehouses.
Yep.
He started off delivering them, moved into management for the shop for maintenance, and now he's rolling into a administrative position. Kill shot. Take them out. And they purchased the rights to a patent for like a Swedish company. I'm probably butchering it, but either way, overseas company to start developing a new type of cleaner. And so they're having engineers come in. And I told him, I said, dude, the best thing for you to do, since this is something new for the company and new everything, I said, tell management that you want to like head this up, like you want to be part of it. Obviously, you have very limited experience. I said, but put yourself out there. I said, if obviously they're happy with you,
Yeah.
because they keep moving you up and up and up.
Right.
And he's a stand-up dude. And I told him, I said, this is a great opportunity to, get ahead of this, and you could lock yourself in with this.
Yeah, no shit.
And make something of it. And he's like, yeah. So he's not bashful, but he's not
Outgoing.
Yeah. No, he's outgoing. Obviously, I've never we have worked together. We did a little project in high school for his uncle that ran rental houses. And that project turned into us wrestling and fighting. That's another story.
Tummy sticks.
Yeah. And we just got mad at each other. We just grabbed each other and started like doing this stupid, like not actually hitting each other, just we were frustrated with each other. Yeah. So we're like, motherfucker.
Dude, remind me. I need to show you. I need to show you the pictures on my phone. A buddy of mine I ride with a lot. We work together. We were on the same crew. Now we're equal positions.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll have his own crew. I'll have mine. This motherfucker wrecked his 4-wheeler yesterday. Oh my gosh.
Get tore up?
He was on the road too. You could tell by the rash all over his body. Dude, I didn't even ask if the fucking 4-wheeler's okay, because wait till you see these pictures. Damn. Holy shit. He got pretty fucked up.
Damn.
But anyways.
So Jeff is doing that, and I was like, okay, 2 back-to-back. I was happy. Like, I was in a better mood after I talked to you and talked to him, and I was sitting there talking to soccer parents, and I got better, but literally, I saw you calling as we're about to pull in, and I'm like, we're still kind of somewhat going at it, but quieting down. And I'm like, I don't want to talk to this motherfucker.
And then my wife calls your wife.
Yeah.
And then she's like...
Then she's like...
You need to call Sean.
Yeah, you need to call Sean. I'm like, what for? Like, is it a fucking emergency? Because I'm not in a fucking mood to talk to him right now. I was mad. And when I get that way, I don't want to fuck with nobody.
Yeah.
And just because I'll end up taking my shit out on somebody.
I'm glad you gave me some of your undevoted attention.
And
damn, your fucking hands are cold.
I stay cold, dude.
God.
Warm them up, Sean.
Stop. Oh.
Warm them up.
Mine are warm, bitch. Hey, you took hair off.
And
I need you to come over and do that. Never mind. Yeah. No, it's tuna can, bro. You'll be like, oh, did you ever see The Golden Child? Eddie Murphy?
Oh, yeah.
I want the knife.
That's an old-ass movie. That's like 80s.
It is. I'm old, bro.
I know.
Look at all this.
People.
I got grandkids and shit.
Hopefully, I'm a long ways from there.
Dude, that movie was my favorite forever.
Eddie Murphy was a shit back in the
Yeah,
day.
he was, man.
Like Beverly Hills Cop, that was my
Yeah.
shit. Like it was, I don't know, his humor just, I don't know, he just came off so natural.
Yeah.
Something about him just, yeah, he was awesome. And I hate, no, I won't say I hate it, but as he, I guess, got older, matured, and had family, he rolled into the family movie titles like Doctor Dolittle and all that shit,
Yeah.
and he kept it clean.
Wasn't natural for him.
But I figured he shut all that shit off, but he came out. He's doing stand up again, and because that's where he started. And
Right.
I watched the clips of it on YouTube, and I'm like, he's still got it, man. It's
Yeah.
like it's so natural for him.
Oh, yeah.
And people talk about him being one of the greats,
Yeah.
of stand up comedian. Stand up comedian.
Comedian.
Yeah, sorry, stand up comedian.
There you
Stand up
go.
comedic.
Comic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that. But he still had it, and I was like, this is awesome. I said, I'd love for him to come back out because I've rolled into a lot of comedy stuff. I listen to Joe all the time. I listen to comedians just because they're always saying the most random shit.
Theo
and it's-
Vaughn.
And it just cracks me up.
Theo Vaughn's fucking hilarious. Did you hear his gay
And his
chicken?
accent is awesome.
Did you
That
hear
goes
his
with it.
gay chicken spin? All right, so there's this new game. It's not. He didn't say it as new, but he was like, "Yeah, I played this game once." He said, and actually, it was in the finals of the region. We played the region championship. He said there was 7 guys, and you partner up, and so, and some chick interrupt him. You know, they were interviewing him on a podcast, and she goes, "Well, how do you partner up with 7?" He goes, "Look, lady, you're messing this up." So then they all start laughing, and he was like, "So you partner up, and he's like, look, gay chicken existed, and then I existed. So, anyways, so you partner up, and you grab each other's penis, and he says, penis is the old school word for dick. We used to call it penis back in the day, right? So you grab each other's penis, and the first one to get an erection loses."
I think I did hear that that portion of it.
And then he just goes on to another fucking subject. Like, that dude just fucking
Off the wall.
dry humor, off the wall, funny as fuck.
And some of the best comedians that I've come across, as far as my generation, have been people that were ex-users of drugs, or ex-abusers, I should say, that had issues.
Yeah.
And they have insight, I feel like, of even funnier shit because their brain is just rewired in a sort of way.
Yeah. Yeah. No shit.
And he's one of them. He was a addict
Yeah.
of heroin, I believe.
I don't know.
But no, all the comedians, people like that just have the best interesting stories and perspective on stuff.
Yeah.
Funny wise.
Yeah.
Maybe not so serious as far as life advice.
So.
Yeah, you just heat it up with a spoon.
Yeah.
Put it in a syringe.
Yeah. And then you're good to go. You got it?
I mean, put it in your pee hole.
Yeah. My 4-year-old's down.
Yeah.
Taught him everything I know. Oh shit. So, so what's your schedule like the next week?
Got that car. I got some vehicles coming in.
Man, you've had all kind of drama in the last week.
As in what?
I'm
drawing blank.
That last car you told me about.
Oh yeah. It's still there, and she's still calling me, and it's a headache and a half.
Yeah.
But either way, she keeps calling me, wanting to pick up, and I told her, I said, we don't work after hours. I have a strict scheduling, especially for this woman. I'm gonna call her just because.
Wow, so polite.
Yeah, and just for the simple reason that she hung up on me because she didn't hear what she wanted to hear. And I'm not a bullshitter, but I am very professional and very straightforward when it comes to business. And she didn't like it. She wanted a discount for no fucking apparent reason. And I said, if you could find a reason why I should give you a discount, I will give it to you. She didn't like that. So she hung up on me.
I got you, bro.
And that's it.
Just call me over.
Call me over.
I'll take care
RoboCop.
I'll take care of
About to build her with a gun.
it. Yeah. Gunshot galore today.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. So,
But But no, I've been super busy. I was super happy to hear about your stuff going on,
Yeah.
Jeff's stuff going on, and someone else called me later that evening, and it was more good news in reference to their job, and I was like, this is awesome. I'm like, I was happy that people I know, my friends, family, relatives, had so much good stuff going on. I was happy for them, and so it made me happy, and I thought that was cool. I told
Yeah.
Misty, I was like, I'm super happy for
Yeah,
everybody.
man. Good energy travels. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
I love it.
And I told her, I said, I'm happy for them, and I said, I'm happy because I'm happy. I'm happy. How do I word that? Yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah.
We'll leave it at that. I won't think too
Hey.
hard this
Right.
morning. It's too
Yeah.
early.
No shit. But yeah, man. So it's one of those things where I try and tell my kids, man, just surround yourself with positivity
Yeah.
and try and look at the brighter side of everything. I know it's so easy to get wrapped up in the negativity of life. I mean, but fuck. It's like,
We're consumed by it.
oh yeah, and we thrive off of
It's
it.
emphasized more than positivity.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah,
don't see fucking kitty videos on the news. You see people getting shot
yeah,
in a story,
yeah. No shit.
and that goes for everything else in life. And I want zero drama. I said I have enough drama with personal shit. I said I don't want somebody else's shit. I don't mind listening to somebody else's problems, and I'm there and I'll give them advice. I said, but there's groups of friends that we used to hang out with that were full of it, and I pretty much didn't directly quit contacting them. It's just I didn't put more energy in there
Yeah,
that wasn't needed. Yeah,
we're over.
are we?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, so either we can cut it back or
We'll go for a few more minutes. Because so with our platform we're set up on, we're allotted every month X amount of hours, which is what
6.
6 hours
Yep.
of record time. So we do
And
an
we,
episode every week.
Yep.
And so we'll say it's roughly an hour. So that's 4 right there. So if
Yeah.
we go over an hour and a half every episode, we're over our time.
Yeah, but we thought about this in the sense of hour and a half tops,
Yep.
and we've banged out so many 2-hour episodes. So
We probably need to limit them to
You
like an
think?
hour.
start cutting them back.
Just make it more tolerable because obviously me or you, your older position, you had time to sit back and listen to stuff like that for
I'm not
periods
going
of
to
time.
have any of that now.
And if someone's listening to us on their way to work or on their way home, most people when they get home,
They're done.
yeah, they got shit that they got kids, they got family, they got cooking, they got dishes,
And
whatever.
some people listen at work. I know because I've gotten feedback from them, telling me, "Yeah, I was listening to you at work, blah blah blah." So yeah, I mean, I guess we can try and start throttling back. It's gonna be hard, especially when we get in depth with some real subjects.
Right.
I mean, the last week and this week we're just kind of bullshitting, talking about
Chatting it up.
Yeah,
But when I did speak to Jeff, I mentioned to him because he's ex-law enforcement.
Yep.
He worked at 2 different counties.
Yep.
So he has perspective. And me and him, when I don't remember the guy's name. What was the dude's name that had his neck fucking sat on by that cop or whatever? What was his name, the black man?
Oh, George Floyd.
Floyd. So when the Floyd thing happened, later in the summer, that spring I think is when it happened. That summer, Jeff came over and we're swimming, and I picked his brain. I said, "What's the issue with this?" And he gave me some feedback. We went back and forth, and we've discussed this privately, not on air, about issues with law enforcement. And I asked him. I said, "Would you?" I said, I mentioned it to Sean once before. He probably doesn't remember, but I said, "Would you be opposed to coming on the podcast?" I said, "It's not going to be me beating you up about law enforcement and this and that." Because he's told me stories about the jail, because he's mostly been a jailer his entire life. He's never been on the road. But I said, I want to get some perspective from you in law enforcement on what we could do as far as just an open discussion, as far as help correct things. I said, I think we all know the answers. I said, but I think you might give us some more perspective from firsthand experience of what you've seen
Yeah.
of higher ups, of how things are handled in the jail. Obviously, more things are recorded outside the jail because obviously we don't have, we could probably get footage from inside the jail, but who gives a
Right.
shit?
Yeah.
Everybody's worried about how people are handling
Outside.
outside on the road. And I said, I'd like to get some perspective. I said, would you oppose to coming on and just having like a 30, 45-minute discussion about how we could possibly put some information out there that could be emphasized on?
Right.
And he's like, yeah, I'd be like, who was it? Like crazy about it, but I said, you can think about it. I said, if you don't, not comfortable being on,
Right.
for the world to see you, obviously you're not in law enforcement anymore, so you don't have to worry about repercussions from
Higher ups.
management or,
Right.
whatever municipality you work for.
Right.
I said, you don't have to worry
Chain
about
of
that.
command
Yeah.
coming down on them.
I said, you don't have to worry about that. I said so.
I've got a couple buddies that want to come on. One of them is currently in law enforcement, and he's out in Colorado.
Yeah, you mentioned him. He'll have to
yeah.
be remote, right?
Yeah, he'll have to do remote.
Yep. We got to figure that out because
Yeah. Yeah.
what were we using? What platform?
Oh, fucking stupid.
It's like the biggest one. We
Yeah,
can't think of it.
I know.
And all of our kids were on it
Oh god.
a couple years ago.
What everyone did the remote learning.
Remote learning. Either way, y'all know what the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah. So that platform.
It sucks because we get 30-minute intervals, I think. 40-minute intervals.
40-minute for free. Now
free.
if we paid the 200 something fucking dollars bullshit, then we could, do it lengthy time without
Zoom.
cutting it up. Zoom. Yeah. So, but yeah, so we'll have to do that. His with Zoom. The other guy that we were talking about, we can get him on here personally. And then I've got another buddy that's in Georgia, but he's about 4 hours away. He's, in the medical field, and he served, and he's got a ton of useless fucking knowledge and a ton of current knowledge. So I mean, he would be a good one as well. And me and him don't see eye to eye. We butt heads a lot, but that
Yeah,
I like
that's
diversity.
society.
Yeah, I like having a diverse conversation and not going, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, you don't. If we have a bunch of yes men on here, fucking,
Yeah.
we ain't getting nowhere.
No, it's gonna be.
It's like, oh, cool, we all see eye to eye. Now we have nothing to talk about.
Yeah,
We
right,
have nothing
exactly.
to actually discuss and
right, no discourse.
break down.
Right, and no banter. I mean, that's where banter comes from, and I thoroughly enjoy that.
Yep, that's fun.
But yeah, so I guess we'll try and start limiting these fucking things to
Make them more
hour
easily
and a half.
listenable.
Yeah.
And we're not trying to fill it up with a bunch of horse shit of us just, hey,
Sitting here talking
I
like
scratched
we
my
are
balls
now.
last week.
Yeah.
I did wash my feet this morning for you.
Did you?
Yeah, I was in the
Man,
shower. I was like,
fuck
man.
you and everyone else that listens to this and everyone else that
I
tells
went like
me.
this between my toes.
Yeah,
just for you.
good. And everyone else that tells me, hey, Sean, just so you know, I washed my feet thoroughly today. Fuck all of y'all. We talked about that, just sharing how I am. I didn't like put out a PSA like, hey, y'all need to wash your feet like this and scrub in between.
We're gonna make an
your-
instructional video on the Snapchat for him.
Golly, dude.
How to properly wash your feet.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like everybody I know is saying that shit. Your wife, my wife, you, friends, coworkers. It's like, fuck all y'all.
Yep.
So,
But the thing in Ohio is driving me nuts still, man.
really?
I'm keeping up with it. And
Really?
I'm so over it. I've watched videos of town hall meetings.
Apparently,
and
you're
all
not over it if you're hung up on it.
Yeah. What did I say?
You said I'm so over it.
Oh, yeah. I'm over it of just the way it's being handled.
I understand what you
The
mean.
government
I was just
side of
fucking
it.
with you.
God dang it, Sean. Don't do that. You confused me.
I saw.
I was like, what did I say?
You were like, Confucius say.
Yeah. What else was that? But no, I've watched town hall meetings of mayors and governors and all this other crap. And it's just,
Shut up, Brandi.
and just the way they're handling it, I'm like, this is so insane. Like they took a survey of the general population in the area. And I don't know how this was done, if it was done over the internet or, firsthand, like census people were knocking on doors, getting surveys done.
Yeah, bro.
But people have reported like a 75 increase in headaches,
100%.
nausea, all this other shit in the general area. and I'm watching these videos of people cleaning creeks out, like with baskets and like nets, and I'm like, you're trying to contain a liquid. What the fuck are you picking up? Like a dead frog, a dead fish? Because there's tons of it.
It's all for
in
show,
the local,
bro.
I know it's all for show, but if it's this toxic, which I believe it is, based on the information I've read and watched, why are these people not in hazmat suits? They're walking around like in waders and like fucking earmuffs or AirPods and just dumb shit. They're just scooping shit out of creeks,
Yeah, bro.
and they're and they're just ignoring the simple fact. I guess this is a catastrophic thing. I
100%.
wish I had, I wish I had the time and the money to just ride up there to see it firsthand, because it does bother me, but
should
it's
do it, bro.
it's being brushed under, and it's driving me nuts that we're so worried about the environment, which I think we all should be. Honestly, and this is not a natural disaster, but a man-made disaster per se.
Yeah.
Obviously, it was an accident
100%.
that we believe right now.
Right.
Thumbs up emoji. And it's just it's being brushed out.
I brushed under my beard. I brushed it out. 100%.
100.
Yeah, bro.
But no, it's people need to stay on this Ohio shit, because I think it's being overlooked drastically and being what's the word I'm looking for? Not turned down.
Underplayed.
Underplayed. I guess.
Downplayed.
Yeah, downplayed is what I was looking for. It's being downplayed like crazy, like it's nothing. And people are like, "Oh, this is
Well,
you know."
apparently
the
it's
media.
something if they had to fucking blow it up.
And
Right.
what's funny about this is, they sent ecologists. I don't know what the proper name would be. Either way, scientists to check the environment, check the soils, do scientific shit, stuff I don't know nothing about.
Right.
But we haven't heard nothing besides it's safe and it's easy by the EPA head.
Right.
And I think that's bullshit. Why don't you let these people speak upon it, whether they're government officials, if
They're
they're
not
private
going to.
individual, third party?
They're not going to.
What's funny is there was a massive fire at a plant. I'm trying to think what kind of plant it was. They had a massive fire. So they shut the place down. They had some sort of ecological issue with soil around the place. So they sent 5 scientists on a plane. That plane went down. Killed all of them.
After they got there?
No, on the way. They never
Okay.
made it.
Okay.
And so the media reported on them dying in an airplane crash. Why do we not hear anything about scientists that are doing actual research on the ground?
Diversion.
Yeah, it's smoke and mirrors. And oh god, I don't know. I go on about this shit. It's just look into it when you get some time. Just start scanning. Just look at the latest data from the place.
All right, so hopefully the city folk in Ohio is pushing. And they're
Oh,
pushing
they are.
back. I mean,
The public is definitely.
I hope they continue. And that's what we need more of. We need more of locals holding their
Elected
representatives
officials.
accountable and pushing back. I mean, and I'm not saying, yeah, I've joked around about the
Go out and riot and shit.
yeah, the whole, insurrection bullshit and all that, but being serious, we need to keep putting pressure on them. I mean, that was the whole point of them doing what they're doing. And when everything was written in the Constitution and how all these positions were supposed to be, they were never meant to be full-time jobs. Ever.
Not supposed to be career positions.
No. It was supposed to be, it keeps overturning to keep the people active and involved, and here we are. No one's active, no one's involved. Everything's behind closed doors now, and we're clueless.
Mm-hmm.
So when something like this happens, I mean, you keep talking about it because you're doing research into it. The vast majority of the public don't know anything about it because it's not being publicized enough.
Their
Why?
time's being consumed by TikTok.
Right.
Stuff like
But
that.
but not just that. They keep showing us this and showing us this. So, someone who's not vested, like you are, me, or Joe Schmo, is not seeing what the fuck's going on and paying attention to it. Because if more people pay attention to it, guess what? We'll get the outcome we want and or deserve, and these motherfuckers are going to be in trouble.
Yep.
So Yeah.
Well, we won't know anything till smoke clears, and that'll be years from now of how bad this was.
Yeah.
And I have a good friend that is I won't say he's a higher up like management or anything like that, but he's a a Marine that served, and he works for I won't say what company, but for a major railroad company. And I haven't spoken to him, but I wanted to. This is the day after Ohio happened, and they were talking about it briefly. And I wanted to pick his brain about it, but I was like, I need to gather more information before I start, schooling him. Like, hey, why did this happen?
Right.
And I want to see if he'd be willing to come on and discuss that. If there's anything actually there that he would be, and he probably won't be, just to protect his position, because he's a sole breadwinner in the house and things like that. So he has to protect his interest, and I get that.
So next week we have Bunko night. Why don't we plan on you coming over early
Okay.
so we can get this staged up, and I'll go ahead and order another mic.
Okay.
So maybe the following week or the week after, we can get one of those two guys I know that's local, get them on, or Jeff, and go from there.
Do you want to reach out to the dude in Colorado and set that up like a month out?
Yes. Yeah. Well, I'll have to wait until my schedule gets set in stone.
Okay.
Because like I said, right now it's all fucked up. So the next few weeks, but next week, if you can come over, obviously y'all come over a little bit earlier, anyways. But maybe an hour or so earlier, we can do the whole Bob the Builder thing again, get all this shit figured out, and then go from there.
Cool.
That way we can get back. We've just been kind of winging it in the last 2 weeks, just whatever. But continue putting out content, updating about our personal lives, and that's entertaining enough for damn sure. But yeah, so that way we can get some good content going again.
Yep.
And yeah.
Cool. Call it a wrap.
Yeah, we'll call it a wrap. It was a good one. Went a little bit over, but
It's all right.
yeah.
It's only money, right?
Yeah. All right. Well, guys, thanks for joining in this week, and
We'll catch you next.
yeah, we're gonna go upstairs and
Rub one out.
play gay chicken.
I win. Or lose. I lose.